All right, Donna. So this is actually my log on to your laptop. But I did that because I need to have basically what's called a backdoor into your laptop in the case we need to do something to help you recover your laptop for whatever reason. The likelihood of me ever using it is actually extremely low. But the whole point is to have it in the case I need to help you fix your laptop for yourself. Let's hope that's never necessary. Anyway, I'm going to also show you how you can set up certain things like what's called a PIN. So you have a username and a password. I've already set that up for you. Then there's a username and a PIN we can set, and then you can change it for yourself. And then also, this laptop offers the ability to use your fingerprint with this key, with that sticker that implies fingerprint. And what you would do is drag your finger, whatever finger you want, my pointer finger, and you would drag it across. That's actually both a power button as well as a sensor built in there. Okay? At least I'm pretty sure that's where it is. We'll find out. Anyway, the way to do that is I need to click on this thing called the start button. And I'm unfortunately have to say it all like this because I don't know how much you do know about Windows, and that's why I'm being like this. So hopefully I'm not making you feel like I'm treating you like an idiot, because that's not the intent. All right, this is called the start button, and there's also a start key, which is this one right here. So the start key on the keyboard versus the start button on the task tray. That's this whole bottom white looking from this video, maybe gray to here to here. And this is called the system tray specifically, but this is the entire taskbar. That whole long thick bar across. These little pictures are icons, and I'm pretty sure you probably heard that term before. But this whole thing, the whole graphical part, that's called your desktop, which got to be really confusing many years ago because somebody say, I had something on my desktop. I had something on my desktop. But do you mean the desktop or do you mean your desktop computer? It's so confusing. Anyway, that's why it's so important to be very specific. And anytime you need to call me and get help, you got to be specific with terminology that I can relate to, which hopefully we will get on the same page. All right. This little window, I'm going to close it. It's a distraction right now. So anyway, I've got a mouse. This one is yours. It comes with a little dongle, and I'll show you a video on how to plug it in later. It's an accessory to the laptop. It did not come with the laptop. And in the case you don't like this colored mouse, no big deal. You can go to the store and buy a new one and get a different color if you want. Okay. So what we're going to do is take the mouse cursor, and we're going to go all the way to the start button on the task bar. Click on it, expand it. So this whole thing pops up. This is great, right? Whole bunch of different icons, Microsoft Word, McAfee, so on and so forth. I'm going to end up getting rid of McAfee, but let's focus on the task. Because McAfee you don't need, and I'm going to give you something called Norton Semantic Antivirus. It's a much better product. And I also know how to master using it, because I've been using it for like 30, 40 years. But down here, we have my username. Now, if you were dealing with yourself after you log on, you'd be logged on as Karma. And I can prove that because in this over here, this is the ellipses. Look, it's got your username Karma, not your proper name Donna Alexander, not Donna, not Alexander, but Karma. That's your logon name. And you'll see how to make use of that later in a few minutes. But how would you change your PIN, your password, maybe use your fingerprint scanner, so on and so forth? I'm going to show you all of that. In fact, I'm going to demonstrate explicitly how to set a fingerprint to be used as your scanning identification. And also, this laptop has a camera. It's right about there. And that camera, used in proper lighting, not very good lighting here, even with that bright light over here, but if you see the rest of this room is dark, like back here, oops, it's kind of dark. And personally, I don't like the idea of using my face as a form of identification, depending on the lighting. It's just not very reliable in my opinion, but a fingerprint will always be reliable, unless of course you get your finger cut off. So let's hope that never happens, right? Anyway, going to take the mouse, click on Manage My Account. This is one way of doing it, by the way. And then we go here to Accounts tab. You got Home, System, Bluetooth and Devices, Network and Internet, Personalization, Apps, Accounts, Time and Language, Gaming, Accessibility, Privacy and Security, and Windows Update. I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff in the background to fix and change things so that you're not overwhelmed too much, but I'm still going to rely on you to do your own Windows updates, and we will get into a routine with that together, and then hopefully you'll keep up with it and not say, oh, I'm computer illiterate, and not keep up, okay? But here's how we go about setting a new PIN or a password. Here, scroll, and you see account settings, you see your info, and you see sign-on options. That's where we do. You do that, and a whole bunch of new options show up. What? Facial recognition, that's the thing that would use the camera. Let's not worry about that. Fingerprint, this is going to be really cool. I will do it for my account. I would hope that you would do it for your account, especially since this computer comes with that technology. And the Windows PIN, that basically allows you to type in a multi-character value. Basically, it's the same thing as a password, but it's stored in a different place than your password. So let's see the password I've given you, which is going to be in this video. Doesn't seem to be cool. You don't like it. You can change it. You would click here. Wait for it to open. It says you're all set up. Let's change it. You'd have to provide the current password, and then you'll get prompted after you click next to provide in your new password. Your new password needs to be at minimum 16 characters. We want to keep the bad guys out of your account. So let's help hackers. Let's not help hackers get access to your data, okay? So that's how you would change a password, and I can't go any more than that without changing my own password. I don't want to do that. I think a PIN might make more sense. So we can click this little branch chevron and make it be downward pointing chevron. We can do Windows PIN, and I don't have one, or actually I do, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to provide my current PIN, so I would just use those keys or any of these numerical value keys right here. I'm going to go ahead and type in my PIN. All right, you see the dot showed up. I'm going to type in a new one. Click on this field, type in the same one again to make it confirm, and then click the OK. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is go ahead and log off, and then we're going to go ahead and make use of the PIN. So what you do is you right click the mouse button, which would be this side, right here where my finger is. This is right click. While you're on top of the start button in the system, in the taskbar, sorry, go to shut down or sign out. Then go to sign out right here. You know what I love about Windows is they have some really cool pictures. Maybe Phoenix will love it too. Now you don't see any logon details by doing this. So what you have to do is either hit something like the space bar or the mouse cursor or the enter key or something to make the screen change. So I just basically moved across what's called the scratch pad. And now we have a prompt. So the pin I just changed my pin value to, I'm going to go ahead and do that. 1 9. As soon as you're done typing in the pin, you don't hit the enter key. You just simply type in the pin and it takes it right away and it logs you in. Okay? So, I'm going to log myself back off again because I want to show you something else. Going back to sign out. By the way, this is a very powerful laptop. It's not the high-end one, but it still runs pretty good considering we haven't really put any data on it, and we haven't connected to the internet, and we haven't had a ton of updates that we had to force on the laptop. This thing's running pretty fast, and I think it'll treat you really well for at least another 7 years. So if it lasts that long, fantastic. If it doesn't, 4 or 5 years, then that's pretty good. But 3 years or less, if we have any problems, we can send this back to Dell Corporation, and get them to fix it for you. There's an actual warranty that I got for you to make sure that you, out in Oregon, away from anybody who knows how to use computers or fix computers, or people we don't want to take advantage of you when they're fixing your computer, you would call me, hopefully, and we'll enact that policy to get your computer taken care of. All right. So again, I'm going to go ahead and just click on the mouse, and here we got this. Looks familiar, right, from a couple minutes ago? If I come down here, sign in options. Now, this key symbol actually stands for password. If I had set up the fingerprint scanning and so on and so forth, then you would actually probably have 3 options. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the fingerprint scanning by logging in, first of all, with the new PIN. My PIN's put in there. I'm back to log in. I'm going to stop this video, and then I'm going to start a new video about how to set up the fingerprint scanning for yourself. Okay? You don't have to use that feature, but I think it would be great if you did.